What's poppin', y'all? So I am about to go through and film the entire house that we're leaving and moving out of. Good old 517 Madison Street. So I'm gonna film everything here, show everything that works, show that everything is like intact, that we didn't break anything, all that good stuff. So
that I cleaned.
You cleaned?
It's probably cleaner now than it was when we got it.
For sure. So let's head on up. 517 going in. You can see, got that working right there. Got the keypad, we already unlocked it, but we can show you that it works. Lock, it's locked, it works. Code in the door. The code works in the door. That'll be in like the regular cut if we have to take this like cord or anything, but you guys didn't see it because I don't want you guys to come down here to this address and destroy it or something. So on we go. Stairs going up, light switch here, works for light out here. We are good to go. This one here works for up there. Good to go. Heading up the steps. Heading up the steps into the living room. We have our water bottles here though that we're gonna take with us. We just have those sitting there. Whew. The rest of it, as you can see, is good to go. I'm gonna take my coat off. Okay, so got my coat off there. This is the efficient heating that was told that we should use. We literally were only able to use 2 of these at a time, or it would pop the breakers.
2 of them would pop the breakers.
Or 2 of them. Wait, we can only use 1 at a time. So we'd have 1 out here when we were here in the living room, and then 1 in the bedroom when we were in the bedroom. The kids, yeah, nothing else on. Everything else was unplugged. We just plugged these in before we went down there to show you guys and be able to see everything. Everything's all cleaned up. Everything down here is the way we found it. The wood and everything was already there. Show you guys that the other lights work. These ones work and everything. Some of them were already burnt out when we moved in. So we got that working. As you can see, these ones work. Just show you. Boom. Unplug it. They work. Plug it back in. They come back on. No damages. Nothing. So everything is there. These were all here. Everything here. It's all there. All the signs are intact and on the walls. Putters. Came with 2 putters for our putting green. Came with 2 golf balls. They're over there. Seats, pillows, no rips, no tears, nothing like that. There they are. Same with over here. No rips, no tears, just how we found them. Lamp, blinds, curtains, pictures, everything here. See, they work, they close, they open. Close this one too, so people on there, everything works. Air conditioning's still there.
It'll trip the breaker.
The only thing else we have is the Wi-Fi, because they use the Wi-Fi for here and downstairs. Everything here, the only thing different was this was actually here, and this right here was sitting right there. So we'll put that back the way it came. And yeah, so we got that thing. I would bring it back out here though, so it's not sitting on the carpet, because we just sat it there just for a second ago. So now it's sitting on the floor, so the unit doesn't freeze. Show them that it works.
Oh yeah.
On.
It works. I'm gonna
there it is.
Off,
yep. So we turn that off.
And the TV's not even plugged in because it'll trip.
Yep. So TV's not plugged in.
Air conditioner is unplugged.
Air conditioner is unplugged. You can see Wi-Fi is good. It's on, powered, everything like that. All the same cords that was there when we were here. All this was just how it was. He said this HDMI cord was here just in case you want to hook your game system up. I remember that day one. And yeah, everything else came with this power strip. TV cord coming through the wall. This couch here. Literally, the chair, the couch. Came with these cushions. Everything. Yep, there it is. And if you guys don't know, I took pictures of this already. That was like that, the outlet back there. So yeah, moving on though, down this way. I'll show you guys that this actually closes as well. So that closes, locks, everything there. This switch here works, that right there. Making our way down here, all the painting, all this scuffing was already here. The floor, I got pictures of all this before when we moved in. It's all scuffed up. Off into this room. Beds are made, pillows good to go. Nothing crazy. Everything's the way it was when we came in here. Nothing was there. this one blanket. I guess it was laying over there. This is just how it was when we came here. All this was here. All this mess was over here. That's the other heater. This mess was all here before. You can see light switch works. Literally everything here, air mattress, everything. All this was like this. So that works. That works. So here you can see light works. We're good there. This right here never worked. We never had heat the whole time we were here, except for the furnace, or not the furnace, the little space heater things we had. As you guys seen before, this is what we were working with, and wondered why it didn't work. Well, it's about 900 years old. Our stove here, which took us over about a month to get, but it's there. We show them everything works on the stove. So there it is. Burner 1 over there. Burner, there it is. It works back there, you can see. And then this one here works, as you can see. Back one back there works, as you can see. Everything is cleaned out in there. Cleaner than what we found it. This was already like that. These are still here, good to go. Inside the fridge. This is actually way cleaner than when we found it. When we found it, we had what, tater tots and ice and all kinds of stuff.
And we realized right before we moved that it's full of
all this mold all the way around. Let me get in here.
I did not clean that. Like, we just noticed that the day before we went to move.
Yeah, and well, we've been here for less than whatever. It wouldn't have molded this much, and it shouldn't mold that much anyway. But yeah, disgusting. Our flowers, everything originally that was here is here, as you can see. All that was there. Yep.
Left some pot holders for the next weekend.
Yeah, because we actually bought those. Yeah. So we bought them pot holders, as you can see. This thing.
I left a trash bag in there for them too.
Okay, so you got a trash bag. That was all like this. This whole disgustingness down in here. I don't think this is proper. But all your dishes that came with it. That's all that came with it. That was literally it. And for some reason, every one of his units like to have about 400 paper bags. There's some solo cups that came with it.
All her dishes are there.
The original cups and everything down in there. Everything works. What's up here? Nothing. Oh, the original coffee things. And yeah, you can see how disgusting that is. And original manuals and stuff, I guess, up there. The coffee cups.
Work, it's just not plugged in.
So let's just roll it over so they can see that it works. This actually works. So let's do this. I'll test this one first so they can see. So as you can see, it's lit up, and you can turn the heat whatever you want. You can turn these all to whatever. It was just as, if not dirtier than this when we got it. There you go.
Because I put foil on every time I used it.
Yeah, so you can see down in there. It is absolutely disgusting, but it is getting hot, and it does work. And then when it comes up here, it works. But we'll have to unplug this to plug this in, because if not, it'll trip it. So, all right, so that's plugged in. You can see.
And I cleaned it.
It's cleaned out in there. Show them. Just maybe push a button or so. Yep, see, it's working. And it works. And there it is. So, cool. We left you some paper towels as well. All the silverware is in there. Fully stocked it with silverware, knives, everything like that. Whatever came with it, except for we gave them these because we had to go buy these. And I don't know why that little screwdriver's in there, but it's always been there. That light right over there, show them that light switch again. That light switch goes to this, which it works. And this light up here is on this switch here, so you can see. Off, it's off. On, it's on.
Both of those coffee pots were here, right?
Yeah, both the coffee pots on top of up here were there. Sweet. These are all turned off and good to go. Moving on along, we've already did in there. Shown here.
Blankets.
The blankets, the towels.
I think some of them accidentally got moved downstairs.
Yeah, so, well, not the blankets, but the towels did. Some of the towels we took from up here downstairs, which we locked up as well. There's an extra pillow.
There's nothing in these.
Nothing in these ones. Okay. And here, head off into the bathroom. Switch, you can see. turns those on, turn it off, turns those off. Literally everything's here like it was. Running water. It's good. And it's hot now that you had to go fix it. And this came with it up there. Toilet plunger, everything like that.
I didn't notice these dirty
Washcloths, which they were yours anyway, so it is what it is. The shower is just how it came when we did it. We actually filled some of those as well because there was nothing in there when we moved in. Moving on into the bedroom. So that heater is the third heater that's here. You guys seen the one in the living room, one in that bedroom, and this one, but you can't have them all running at one time. You couldn't even have this one in here and the one in the bedroom running at one time, and you couldn't have the one in the bedroom and that one running.
Everything is on one breaker.
Except for
the
in there
and bathroom.
and that one plug.
And this one plug.
So we would have to run like an extension cord. It was just a mess. So mirror, everything was like this. Bed made, everything's good. As you guys seen, everything here is like it was. The closet, the little Harry Potter closet, just as it was. You can see this works. Everything, literally just how it was. Quite a mess. Air condition works. It's unplugged though. This right here is for the alarm clock. It's plugged in. Everything like it was. All the drawers work. Everything works there. So, yep, all the decorations, everything. So, let's see. Bed's made. All the covers are on there. Original covers, original pillows. Switch works. See here. So, light switch off. That on. There's only there's a couple things from each department that you like, but then there's like a lot that you don't like about everyone.
I love our new place.
Yes. So there it is. That's everything. Like I said, this doesn't work. It hasn't worked since we moved in. And he didn't tell us that until after we actually signed the lease. Yeah, everything's back. We're going to head downstairs now. If you want to grab the waters and stuff like that, I'll grab my coat from over here. We're going to unplug this as well, this heater. Unplug that. So it's unplugged. And grab my coat. We're going to head down. Got all the lights turned off. Yep. Nothing's turned on down there.
Everything's off.
Okay, then we're gonna show you guys we're leaving the property. He's grabbing the water, as you can see. Nothing was left behind.
This we do not lock because there's no key.
He told us not to lock that one, so I'll follow you down. Okay, closing this one. Show you guys it closes and works. It's closed. It works. Making our way down. All this was like this. And head down. More work with art. This one here, you just press this button and it locks. So we'll show you guys. This one here turns this one off again. This one here turns that one off. So we will turn this off actually while we're out here. We're gonna close this and lock it. We're locked, and this is all locked up. This one we do not lock either. It's always unlocked. So heading out. There it is. Right where we started, 517. Woo. There y'all go. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. We kind of just wanted to get ourselves some proof and whatnot, so we could say and show that everything works properly, everything's done correctly. And do you have your phone? Let's show them a stamp of the time. Time and stamp. Can you see it?
Sunday the 27th, 5:06 p.m.
There it is. So keep on keeping on. Don't let anyone bring you down. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace. Footage for y'all. Just wanted to let you guys know we have paid this guy over $4,000 now.
Close to $4,000
in the last 2 months, or right under a month and a half actually. And almost 2 months we paid him $2,600 to move in because he prorated the first couple of days of the month before, and we had no heat for over 3 weeks.
For about 3 weeks.
No, not no heat, no hot water.
No hot water.
No hot water for about 3 weeks almost. And we had to go down and actually light it ourselves because it wasn't properly done. And on top of that, we had no heat the entire time except for those little tiny heaters that did not heat the entire place up. And she's been looking up a lot of the walls as well. And we're going to request our money back because it wasn't a habitable housing,
which requires hot water,
which we didn't have,
electric,
which we had that kind of,
and heat.
Before the breakers blew, we didn't have no heat.
Yes.
And then the breakers, we had no heat because the breakers would pop every time we put them in. So it's not habitable home housing thing.
Yeah, because no, he didn't provide that whatsoever.
No. It was literally circles with him. So what we're gonna do is, we're going to request our money back from the last month and a half, 2 months, and what was it? It was almost $4,000 we've paid this guy.
$2,600
to move in. Then we paid him another $1,200.
Paid him another $1,200 for November.
So $8, and then $550.
Close to $4,000.
Or no, where's my math at today? My math is everywhere.
26 plus 1,200. So
Yeah, $3,800. And yeah, it's insane.
To literally have to light a hot water heater myself after
being lied
weeks
to,
of him
circles,
telling me this, that, and the other. Nothing but lies and back and forth. If you're
because he did say
if
to
your
us,
repairman for your professional business can't figure out how to simply light a hot water heater, and I can, then you need to hire new people. We even gave him phone numbers for professionals that we know,
and as that work for us,
willing to come and look at the stuff and do the work.
Yeah,
and could have done it in a day,
but never. They never called him.
Refused. He didn't want to do it.
Also, another thing, when our breakers kept popping and popping and popping, we also we messaged him and asked him about it. He said he had somebody coming over, and Christina was actually standing there right in front of the breaker box when he gave us the permission to be downstairs and everything like that. We were standing in front of the, or she was standing in front of the breaker box, and messaged him and said, "How's it going?" And then he said, "Oh, he's over there right now working on it." And then she's like, "Oh, okay, no problem."
Played it off.
And then it wasn't even a couple hours later, she left the curtain in a certain position, left everything the way it was in a certain position. So she knew if someone was there, they had to move it a certain way to be able to get in there. And nothing was moved, nothing was touched. And we just checked it today when everything was completely locked up. We made sure everything was locked up. We looked and everything is in the exact same position when we left it.
But it was in that position between the time he told me that somebody was there working on it.
Yeah, and then hours later.
Because I was standing there, and hours later when he told me a breaker had been changed and it never was.
Yep.
And we have pictures of the entire breaker box before and after him saying the breakers were changed.
It was exactly the same.
Nothing was ever changed. And I guarantee you, had we plugged stuff in,
which we did,
showed them.
We did.
Before we left, we should have plugged more stuff in again and shown that it was still breaking.
Which we still could go back and do that if we really wanted to, but we know it will because we did it right before we left the last time.
As a courtesy to him, so nothing, catches fire.
We just unplugged everything.
There, I just left everything unplugged.
Yeah.
So
because last time we was there, after it was supposedly fixed, we did plug in the heaters and stuff again, and then we have text messages of him telling us, no, don't plug in all three, only plug in two, and it wasn't enough to keep the place to code, or not to code. It wasn't able to keep it warm, but the box is not up to code at all.
No, not at all. And quite honestly, it's really frustrating to me, because I think about myself last, and while it's frustrating with all the money we paid him and everything that we had to put up with, this man literally is ripping people off.
Yeah.
I'm tempted
there's literally
to
so many
file
reviews.
A report with Airbnb because we were in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of his units, and every single one of them had major issues.
Yeah, all of them.
And if you look,
there was one or two good things out of them. Yeah. The rest is all terrible.
And if you look at his reviews on his stuff,
Which we should do before we moved in.
Parrot Head Paradise for Port Clinton, Ohio.
Yep.
His Airbnbs.
Don't rent them.
Don't even
you're setting yourself up for failure.
You will get ripped off. You'll lose your money.
And he will argue with you and make it out to be your fault, which is so sad.
And so, I mean, I'm doing my work. We are out of there, thank God. And
thank goodness we found a place.
Thank God that he provided another place for us, because it was literally getting to the point like...
Do we suck it up and just have to survive and live at the club, or where are we going?
Well, yeah, I was prepared to do that, but what I was going to say is it was getting to the point where it literally was stressing me out as a mom. Like, I didn't want my kids there. Like,
yeah, and you...
How many times was I just bawling and crying?
A lot, which is sad.
Like,
it's
my eyes literally are bruised and scabbed from crying so much and rubbing them. Because I didn't feel safe, my kids living there. It was just stressful going home every day and like, what's not going to work now? Am I going to be able to cook? Am I going to be able to provide a warm place for my kids to sleep? Am I going to be able to take a hot shower? Like...
It was crazy, but...
Quite honestly, literally caused emotional distress.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever...
Which then caused us to actually argue more, because I would say something about something like, we'll just suck it up tonight, and then it would cause a fight or a problem, and it just was unnecessary problems back to back to back to back.
My kids were having to sleep in a whole separate unit.
Yeah, and he was even telling us that, like, well, this unit's going to be available, that unit's available, and he never showed them to us. He's like, I'll get a hold of you guys, or like, let us know when you're available tomorrow, because he said something about, it was a few days ago, he's like, tomorrow when I'll be available, I'll message you, or you asked to message me when you're available to show me the other apartments, and we never heard anything from him.
That was days ago.
Yeah, it's one of those,
moved in here.
It's one of those things where you have to actually reach out to him and say, hey, what's going on with anything? Oh, let me get a hold of him and I'll message you back. And then it'll be hours and hours and hours, or days, and then you have to message him again and be like, what's going on? Like, I haven't got an update from you. Oh yeah, sorry, he said that he just did this and this and this. Or you guys should be good to go. Or he'll be like, oh yeah, let me message him again and see what's going on. Like, it was always that. It was always a circle. And then you don't hear nothing from him for a while. And then it's just crazy.
In the beginning, when the whole hot water heater issue was going on, it's like, oh, well, he said he was going to fix it. And I didn't hear from him. And I even remember times you're like, hey, you should probably message him. And I'm like, well, he said he was going to fix it.
I don't want to bother him.
I haven't heard from him, so just assume it was done.
Yeah, it was just so annoying to have to literally build a little bag, or pack a little bag to wake up in the morning, drive to a different apartment, take a shower, or do it the night before. It was just such a pain in the butt.
All while just moving to the area.
Starting a business.
It
caused so much extra. It caused so much extra stress that was unnecessary. We literally started something that we were super excited about, and it caused so much stress between us. And now I've literally seen like almost like a light lifted off of both of our shoulders, having this place that we're at now. So, and we've only been here for a few days, so it's been amazing. And there's no reason for us to have to go back to the other one, which is so great. But we're gonna end it there. Anything else you want to add though? I'm gonna end my part there. You want to add something? No?
I don't think so.
All right, y'all. Appreciate it. 9-minute rant over. Peace.